What's up, everybody? We are back with another episode, Dingers with the Boys.
Yeah.
As you can see, we
dun,
finally got our guest,
Yeah.
Braden, the Big Baller.
Yeah.
Carter. Braden's
What's up,
here.
Braden?
Braden, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. It's just nice to be here. I haven't ever been here before.
Yeah,
so.
just got out of school.
Oh.
Second week of school, right?
You know,
Yeah.
Braden's our biggest fan, guys. He listens to all of them.
Yeah.
He's listened to every single one. He's been in some of the shorts if you've seen.
Probably our most popular shorts, too, by far.
Yeah. Usually if it's just me and Kyle, it doesn't go too much.
So,
but he's a little nervous, as you can tell, but we're just going to go with
chill.
it. It's all good. You know,
relax. We're just going to ask some questions. We're just going to have some fun.
Yep. You want to tell us anything about yourself really quick?
I played baseball for 8 years, a long time.
All right,
so,
nice.
yeah. So.
Who do you play for?
Diamond Club,
Nice.
12-year-olds. So,
What position?
First base, pitcher. So, yeah.
Rockin', you weirdo. First base. Is that your favorite position?
Yeah.
You don't want to pitch?
I
thought you
like
liked
pitching,
pitching.
but
You like first
base
base?
is better.
All right. Why do you like first the most?
I just like first because it's more fun. I feel like even though you don't get as many reps, it's more fun when you do.
It's a very important position because any ball hitting the infield, if you don't make the catch, then it doesn't matter if they field it or not. So
Well,
I think a lot of people overlook first baseman a little bit, but yeah, I think it's just as much of a defensive position as anyone else.
yeah. You have to catch every single one that they pass to you.
And you, gotta.
I
Range has to be out there. So
I've been to quite a bit of your games,
Yep,
and
same.
I think you like first because you can stretch.
Yeah. I like to stretch. I like to be the center of attention. So.
I don't know if you do though, but I think you do like stretching. I
Yeah.
think you like that. I think you like making the cool play, even when you don't have to stretch. You usually stretch.
Yeah,
Stretching
sometimes.
the ball.
I played baseball growing up. I don't think I ever played first base, really. I was mostly outfield. I loved outfield. I loved reading a fly ball, making a diving catch in the outfield. But yeah, first base, never really. I think I was always a pretty small kid. I played center.
I didn't play that much, but I played second when I played.
If I played in the infield, I played second.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
second's by far the easiest middle
What do you mean?
field position.
I think it's the hardest. That's why they put me there.
No, you're just kind of special, Tim. You're
My
not very
catcher
good.
was the easiest. Just kind of
catcher is hard.
I know.
Catcher's hard.
I don't like squatting nowadays. I remember I played catcher.
Squatting, I would blink every single time the ball got
I
to
played
me.
catcher a couple times in adult league, and it was scary.
It's like nothing.
It was scary.
I'm just scared of getting dirt in my eyes. I'd play catcher if not, but
You wear
yeah.
goggles.
Yeah. You like I don't think
So
anybody would.
I don't know in baseball.
Yeah, I was thinking of Blankenship, but he's a football
Oh
kicker.
yeah.
He's the only person I know. But
All right. So there's a lot of basketball players too,
True.
especially like the old ones. James
True.
Worthy. He was.
Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, Reggie.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways.
We're getting it. Yeah.
The Little League World Series is going on right now. Well, it just finished. Who won? Do you remember?
No, I'll look it up.
I can't remember who won, but whoever won. All right. You're around their age.
You're exactly.
What do you
their age.
think it would feel like being on TV playing in the
day.
World Series?
I feel like it would be kind of like a new experience because it's just different. It's a different environment. People are way more
Intense?
and I feel like a lot of people are more competitive.
Who do you think would yell more, your mom or your dad?
I think my mom would yell more.
Yeah.
I think my mom is.
You think she would get more intense than your
Yeah,
dad?
I think my mom would just kind of freak out.
I think they'd make a sign.
I think my sisters would make a sign because they They like cheerleading for me and
Kenzie would probably
yelling
try to
for
think
me.
of
That'd be cool.
But
like a
my
cheer.
dad is
Yeah.
like
Let's go, Braden. He's our man. He
See,
can't do it.
No one
No,
can.
that's
Well,
already
that's-
one though.
Yeah.
Braden, Baden, Naden,
I don't
Caden.
know.
Let's go, Braden. His name's not Peyton.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But my dad is just like he's not as intense because he like cares more about like the game like before the game, not like during the game as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like more of like practicing.
So he'd be more intense before and after the game.
Yeah.
Preparing for
Yes.
the game.
Yes.
But a little update.
I
The
would
World
scream
Series
for you.
is not over.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh, I thought
That's
it
what I
finished.
thought.
So you have the United States Championship. It's the Florida team from Lake Mary versus the Texas team. That will be on Saturday, tomorrow. We're currently filming on Friday.
Yeah.
And then the International Championship, actually right before it, is Venezuela versus Chinese Taipei.
Okay. I think Venezuela's the top team, right? That's who
Right now, it's
people-
Chinese Taipei.
Oh, it is?
They're
Okay.
undefeated, and so is Texas.
Okay.
Florida,
And then the winner of those plays what, Monday or something?
they play, it looks like Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah, but it's always interesting, like the coaches, because pitching, like, do you pitch your ace? Do you pitch your number one guy because
Yeah.
you want to win this game, or do you save him?
I would say
and
you got to pick your number.
I would think so too, but I think growing up and playing myself, we played teams that didn't pitch their top guys,
And
and
then they lose.
they lose. But yeah, that's
But if you
always
lose,
like
you're not
the-
there. You know, you don't get there. and
That's
everything.
always like the biggest,
What
I
if?
think, thing for a manager going in, for a coach going in.
It's
But-
weird. It's kind of crazy to me that every year the Little League World Series for baseball and softball is a huge thing.
Yeah,
You don't hear about any other sport that it's that big of a deal.
yeah,
You know,
You're right.
Like football, no. Basketball, no. Hockey, you really don't
Yeah.
hear about any of these.
and you
things.
know they have them.
But even for me, it's like I'm not like that big of a baseball fan. Like, yeah, I watch it.
Yeah.
You know, I'll enjoy the Rockies or certain games and stuff. But I know a lot about it, and
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah. It's definitely way more like
Boring.
no, not boring. Like
I thought that's what you were gonna say. I don't know.
it's more like on TV, like the football and like hockey and like other sports,
You don't hear about
basketball. Like they're not
Yeah.
on TV or anything, but like definitely baseball.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder if it's because of the timing of it, because right now in the middle of summer, not that many sports are happening. You
Well, it's
basically
interesting
have
though because
MLB.
you have the MLB going,
Yeah,
but I guess this is during the day. Too.
They always
it's
have,
not.
like-
It's usually not at night, so it's
Yeah.
always during the day. Usually
they always do have an MLB Little League showcase. This year is
Yeah.
the Yankees and Detroit Tigers. Which, did you hear the like Staten Island coach was calling out Aaron Judge?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's kind of
which
funny.
I thought was kind of funny. Maybe Braden, you can get your opinion on it. But basically, the Staten Island coach was upset at Aaron Rodgers for not,
Aaron Judge.
or Aaron Judge.
Actually, I think I did hear something about
for not
this.
paying too much attention to his team
Yeah.
or something like that. And he was basically making all these like accusations at Judge and stuff, saying
I think I
he's
did
like
hear
not a
something
good
like
role
this.
model and stuff. But it's basically, from what I gathered, is Aaron Judge was kind of just focused on the game and
Not as much on the
not
kids,
as much as on the kids. But
which I don't know if he. I don't know.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I haven't seen it
Right,
obviously,
yeah.
but it's like I don't think he has to be. You know, it's like he's there to
yeah,
enjoy
and
the
I'm
game.
sure, like, Braden, maybe this is where you can chime in, but I'm sure the kids don't care. Like,
I mean, you probably don't care, but it's like, all right, if Aaron Judge would come up to you, would that be pretty sweet?
That would be awesome.
It
Yeah,
would
that
be
would
pretty
definitely
sweet.
be
So
awesome.
the kids are thinking about it. You know,
they are, but I don't think they're, like, brokenhearted if he doesn't look at me or something like that. I don't know. Like, it would be cool if he, like,
What do you think, B?
comes up, but
I feel like if I was a baseball player, I probably wouldn't like take the time to like do all the things with the kids and like.
If you make it into the pros, you better take the
Yeah.
time. I'm gonna make you take the time. I'll be your manager. I'll come follow you and make you go around with the kids.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
but
just
like
think of how like you are now and how much that would mean to you.
Yeah.
I feel like as a kid, I'd definitely like.
It's like, oh my gosh!
Yeah, I would be super. I would be super stoked that like I got to actually meet Aaron Judge.
Yeah.
So, all
So-
right.
Who's
With that,
who's your favorite MLB player? Do you have one this year?
This year,
any team.
Any team?
any team. That's a kind of a tough one.
I know
like a
you
lot
kind of like to
players.
root against Colorado team. Not root against, but they're not your favorites. But
Yeah, I like Well, my favorite team is other than the Rockies is probably the Texas Rangers. I
Okay.
just
Because they're in Dallas.
a little bit, yeah. But
Close to Dallas,
I
yeah.
I also just like the Rangers. I think they're a good, really solid team. That's
yeah,
So who's your top player?
my
You had to pick
top
one player.
if you could meet
One
them,
If he was sitting right here with us,
yeah,
I'm gonna say that's really a tough one.
do you have a couple? All
Yeah.
right, name a couple
Yeah.
of them. It's okay.
Shohei Ohtani,
he would be cool.
Corey Seager,
He would be cool.
Anybody on the Rockies?
maybe like Brenton Doyle. I like him.
Nice. I know you have
Yeah,
his
the
jersey.
Doyle.
I know you have his jersey.
I love Doyle.
Yeah.
And then
Rockin'.
He's on my
I-
fantasy team.
All right. So, in other than baseball, who's your favorite athlete? Or is it a baseball player?
it's other than baseball.
Is it football? Is
Yeah.
it for the Cowgirls? I mean,
No.
the Cowboys. Sorry.
No.
No, just kidding.
It's
Is it the kit? Kit
The
Kat?
my favorite athlete is probably George Kittle for the San Francisco 49ers. I really
He
like
just
him.
got his jersey.
Yeah.
So
So why do you like him?
I just think he has a cool personality. He's like funny.
Yeah.
He
You
has
didn't
it all.
like him before the show receiver, though, did you?
Well, I did, but like he wasn't
now
like
you-
my favorite. But
Now he's
Yeah.
your favorite.
now he's my favorite.
I
yeah.
thought you were gonna say somebody on the Cowboys.
Yeah, like CD Lamb.
No.
That's who I was gonna.
I think
who I
on the
would guess,
Cowboys,
too.
my favorite player would probably be like Trayvon Diggs.
Interesting. Okay. Most likely,
Interesting.
I'm gonna get CD Lamb in our draft.
Or Stephon Gilmore.
I don't
Stephon
know.
Gilmore?
Maybe.
I think I'm gonna get CD Lamb in our draft if
I
he
think that would
signs
be a
his
good pick.
contract. I got the third overall. We just found out today.
Yep. Just put out the order.
No. And Gabby's gonna pick Miami for sure. Second,
Oh, yeah.
she's going Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Mark's picking Mark
CMC.
Sanchez. I almost said
That would be an
McCaffrey.
epic mistake.
Yeah, Mark, if you're listening, pick Mark
Yes.
Sanchez. I bet you can't even pick Mark Sanchez.
I'm sure you can.
Who's Mark Sanchez?
He hasn't been
used
in
to
the
play
league
for the
years.
Broncos. He's famous for
For
a
the
butt
Jets.
fumble.
Yeah, more for the Jets.
Oh,
than he is
that
in
guy. I've
Yeah.
seen that video before.
Yep.
That was hilarious.
That guy.
All right, so with all the players, then, so you said Zach Kittle. No, what's his first?
George
George
Kittle.
Kittle. I don't know why it's Zach. I don't know. I don't know why. But are the Cowboys still your favorite?
Yes, the Cowboys are my favorite team. I like.
Like, are you sure the Broncos aren't just ahead of the Cowboys?
No.
Just
Is it because the Broncos aren't good?
Yeah, I think if the Broncos were better, maybe.
So if the
but
Broncos end up with a better record this year than the Cowboys,
are you gonna
Why,
throw
like-
the Cowboys away and
Yeah.
go to the Broncos?
maybe.
if for some
What?
reason,
I
You
don't
gotta
know.
stay true to your team, boy.
I don't know. The Broncos are probably my second favorite actual team,
Yeah,
but I just like George Kittle.
yeah. I think you like the Cowboys because you used to watch a YouTube video and the kids lived in Dallas, so that's why you started liking them.
I don't
And
know.
then
I've
you started
never-
paying attention to them.
I've never understood why you like Dallas, but
Then you started paying attention to them, and then you liked them.
it's kind of
That's
funny.
how it started, though.
Growing up, I remember I always liked like Cincinnati teams for some reason. Not really football.
I was always Colorado, man.
I kinda like
always
the
bled
Reds.
Colorado.
but
I liked the
I wouldn't.
Braves for a little bit when Andre Scalaraga went there,
Yeah.
but it's just because I really liked Andre Scalaraga. But I still would go for the Rockies for sure over anybody. But, okay, so you've been to a lot of games, a lot that you can't remember when you were younger. Because you came to a lot of Nuggets games when you were little.
Okay.
A game you can remember. Can you, like, remember one that you're like, man, this was my favorite event I've been to?
That's a tough one. I really liked the one that I went to a College World Series game last year. It was
Cool.
The Tennessee Volunteers versus the LSU Tigers.
Nice.
LSU won, and
Boo.
I think that's my favorite game I've been to because the feel was just different. Like outside the game, there's a bunch of like different like tents and like different like stands that you could like buy stuff at.
So it wasn't even just the game; it was like the
Yeah.
The whole
atmosphere part of
atmosphere.
it.
Yes, and then it was just like a bunch of like cheering and like at Rockies games. There's not as much cheering that's like actually for the Rockies,
Yeah.
but like there's a lot of cheering
Sometimes
for
they
like
can get
both
like boring,
teams.
but I can
And
see that.
I
I
can
feel
see
like it was just cool because I've never seen a college game before,
that.
Yeah.
and it was just like a different experience.
So you went to the spring training right before that, right?
Yeah,
Or was that the year before?
no,
Or was
that was
last year?
that was the same year.
Same year.
I think that was
How
like
does
a
it
few months
compare to
before.
that? Do you think that college was a lot crazier and
Well,
stuff?
I
and
think it was kind of like an MLB game. I feel like it's
The
better than
spring
just
training was?
yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
the spring training was better than the just the normal MLB game because like you could get like autographs and like
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
it wasn't like even like really. It was kind of in a ballpark, but it wasn't really in a ballpark. Like there was
Not
a bunch
like
of like
big
different.
stadium.
Yeah, there was like a bunch of different like fields that you could like run around in,
Nice.
and it was just like more of a kid-friendly environment than a normal MLB game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
So-
remember going to Phoenix when I was growing up, probably the same tournament Braden was in. And yeah, we went to a few spring training games and we loved how close we could get to the
Yeah.
like
To the
players
field
and
and
stuff
stuff.
in the field. I think
It's definitely
we-
a different atmosphere than in
Yeah.
like a huge stadium for
Yeah.
sure.
And then like the players are just so more relaxed and they're just there to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was the ball boy back when you were.
Yeah, well, and that's what I was gonna say. I'd never been down to Phoenix, but I worked down for the Cardinals and the Marlins down at Roger Dean Stadium
Yep.
for spring training, and then we did the minor leagues obviously as well. But so I have a different feel than like you guys. I did go to one game over at a different ballpark, so I went to one as a fan. But working the spring training is completely different than going.
I'm sure.
And, you know, it's funny because I remember when I was down there at one point, I can't remember his first name, but Molina for the Cardinals, the catcher. Yadier Molina.
Yeah.
I was walking by and like I just happened to be walking down the same like hall as him, like kind of by, and he's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" and stuff, and like, "They're good." And I remember my coworker's like, "Oh, you know who that was?" I'm like, Cardinals player. I don't know. Like he kind of looks familiar, but I'm like, "Dude, that's Molina." And I'm like, "Oh, that's Molina." Like you just like talked to him. I'm like, yeah, I did. I guess and so it was kind of cool. And I mean, it was fun for me because I kind of got to see the background of all of it.
Yeah,
and
like
so
the back scenes.
I mean, I got to watch
Behind
the
the
game
scenes.
a little bit, but I was kind of doing other stuff as well. And then switching from that to then a minor league stadium, which I was at the same stadium. That was completely different than spring training because spring training there's all this buzz and everything like that, and yeah, people are so excited to go around to the other fields and try to get autographs and all this. And my craziest though down there was when Tebow came. That was more than spring training. Everything when Tebow was there, it was
He's
Tebow mania. It was insane, and I
He's
got
probably-
to meet him, and I was like
That's
his
so
bodyguard.
cool.
We've talked about this before, and he was one of the nicest athletes
Yeah.
I've ever met, like professional.
I think if I could ever meet somebody, you'd be on a list. I think.
Like I said, he's
But-
probably one of the nicest
Yeah.
athletes I've ever.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah. But all right, so talking about more events, like we said, you've been to a lot of Nuggets games, a lot that you don't remember. some Avs, obviously baseball, football, World Series, spring training. You went to a Nuggets away game when you were like 8 months old. You pooped all over the car seat. That was terrible. We had to stop. I think it was a Burger King or Wendy's. Like clean it out. It was the worst. But if you could go to one event, like what would you go to?
Is this like all around the world or just
Anywhere?
like?
Yep. You can pick anything you want. Like you say, like the Olympics, the World Cup, the World Series, anything.
I'd want to go to
Monster Jam.
I used to love Monster Jam.
I did too.
No so there's like 2 events that is kind of between. It's probably like
That's against the rules.
Let him have it.
You
It
can
was
do two.
like probably the Olympics. I'd like to see the Olympics. That just sounds cool.
Is it a
Does
certain
it matter?
event?
No, I don't really
If you
care.
had to pick an event, which would you do?
I'd probably choose track and field because there's more of a variety in that.
Interesting. Okay.
And
Do you care where in the world? Would you rather see the Olympics in the U.S. or would you rather go to like, I don't know,
Paris.
Paris or?
out of the U.S.
Out of the U.S.
I agree.
All right.
And then I'd also want to go to the one of the baseball like series that is like out of the U.S.
Oh yeah, like
Like
Seoul
the
or
yeah,
Well,
like
didn't they
the
just have one in
the,
is it Mexico?
they
There was
usually
a-
always have one in Mexico.
there was
City.
one in like I think it was Japan or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it
Yeah,
was
that's
like
it.
Dodgers,
there's the Dodgers, yeah.
and
This year,
Padres. That one
was
would
in
be
Seoul. It was in Korea.
That one
I
was
thought.
that was in Korea.
I think next year it's gonna be in Japan.
Is it? I couldn't remember because I know
Yeah.
it was somewhere we'd been, but we've been to Tokyo and Seoul, so
I think I heard they're also trying to go to New Zealand or something
kinda
like that
cool.
too.
or
Yeah,
or the
MLB
World Series. I'd like to see that one.
all right. Doesn't matter what teams.
Yeah,
No.
preferably like in Colorado, Texas, maybe.
Yeah, that'd be a
That'd be
cool
pretty
game to
cool.
see.
That'd
Yeah.
be
Who
cool.
would you root for?
Both.
Game 7. Who would you root for?
I'd probably root for the Rockies.
Nice!
Because they're my hometown team. I just
Yeah.
Hey,
I'll never
at
get
least it's
there.
one Colorado team you like.
Yeah.
Actually, I think you like the Rockies the most,
You like the Nuggets?
the Nuggets the most, the Avalanche the most,
Yeah.
and then Broncos just a slight second.
But this year it's gonna change.
when we go 17-0,
We're gonna go. I think it's more likely we're gonna go like
16-1,
6 and
16-1.
11,
I think you missed.
and then Dallas is gonna go
16-1.
5 and 12.
You think they're gonna go 5-12?
that's not.
You think Dallas is going
I think
5-12?
I'm saying if Broncos are better than Dallas, it's gonna be because Dallas.
I think the
bad.
Broncos have to at least win like 11 games
Yeah.
for us to be better than
No,
that.
I think-
Dallas has like the 3rd best defense in the league.
I
aren't
think
they? Like,
Yeah.
right?
It's actually
Maybe they'll
the
all get
second
hurt.
best defense in the league.
Who do you
Dallas.
think is
Yes.
number
You're
one?
right. Broncos are 1.
Who do you think is number one?
They're not, but whatever.
What do you? Yeah, who do you think's 1?
Like number 1 defense? Or,
Yeah.
I think the 49ers have a
That's what
better
I was gonna
defense.
say.
Yeah.
Probably San Fran.
was gonna
Jets
say,
are up there too.
I think it's 49ers, Jets, and Dallas.
Those are the
It's
top three.
3.
But
Dallas
like-
has definitely won me some fantasy
Yeah.
games and with
Yeah.
defense. I like Dallas's.
I think Dallas I think Dallas is I think the Broncos are gonna have to go win at least 14 games to be better than Dallas.
14?
I don't
think
I don't think there's a
Dallas is
chance
gonna
that
go
Dallas is
15
gonna
and 2?
lose 7 games.
No, he thinks that they're going to go 13-4.
I don't think there's a chance
Right? That's
that
what you think Dallas is going to
Yeah.
go 13-4?
or no, I think Dallas is gonna go 12-5.
So we got to win at least 13 games?
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy.
I don't think there's a chance that Dallas loses 7 games.
All right,
I just don't
you
think
wanna
it's
make
possible.
A bet?
In the regular season.
Should we make a bet?
Sure.
All right, what are we betting? Loser has to do a reverse mohawk.
Okay.
That means you have to shave right here.
No.
You're not that confident?
Maybe after the school year.
How about you have to shave this, and then you have to do it in your eyebrows too. So you have to
Yeah.
do a reverse mohawk in your eyebrows. So it's like you have 4 eyebrows.
When I whenever I was in high school, I used to get a mohawk and do like etchings in my
I
head.
remember that.
Yeah, you could do like that.
And it says "Go Broncos."
Yeah.
Number 1, Dallas stinks. No?
I don't know. I don't really know the bet yet.
All right, we'll think about it.
All right, we'll make a bet off camera and we'll let people know. But
Yeah, loser has to get a back tattoo.
get a tattoo.
I'll forge your mom's signature.
You'd never get a tattoo.
I know. He'd probably do it before me.
Probably.
I'm terrified of those
You
needles.
couldn't even get in the room.
I mean, I could chill in the room if it's not happening to me. It's like I'm fine with it.
As soon as they start walking towards you, you're out.
Well, no. Oh, are you saying like? I was saying I could watch you get a tattoo.
Yeah.
No, if I knew they were coming, no, man, my palms are sweaty thinking about it. I'm just like, ooh, I don't want to get a flu shot, man.
I think
Scary.
shots are fun.
No.
What a whack job, huh?
Yeah. Yeah,
Maybe
shots
we
are not
should-
fun.
Maybe we should do him a reverse mohawk. All right. If the Broncos win more than 10 games, you have to
Not
do
10 games. No way.
You have to shave here and then like on the side, so you have like different patches or.
No. I'm not doing it.
If
You
they
could do
win
like
more than 13
you could do like
games,
polka
or
dots, dude.
12 games.
You could do polka dots like of hair, and then you could dye each polka.
That would be wild.
And as long as it is right now, that would be funny.
That'd be very funny.
I'm
I'm in for you doing that.
I'm alright.
What do you
Nope.
think?
How about you do that?
I don't have enough hair.
Yes, you do.
Nah,
I don't have enough hair.
It's
You have
barely
enough hair.
any.
It's still enough hair
Barely
to do
any.
dots.
You're.
I don't know.
Do you want Aunt Megan to divorce me?
No.
Then she would. Kyle has
She
nothing to
wouldn't.
lose.
Just because of your
Whatever.
hair, no, she wouldn't.
Maybe some pride?
Yeah, well,
Dignity.
maybe a girl will like it, and then
Oh,
she'll be like,
yeah.
"Oh, look, he reminds me of a rainbow or something." I don't know.
Okay.
Well, sprinkles, ice cream with sprinkles.
No. You're whack. You're crazy. I'm not doing that.
We'll try to think of a bet next week, or we're probably gonna skip next week, guys. Just a heads up.
Yep,
We'll
I'm
probably
going to
skip next
California.
week. Yep. Probably,
Woohoo.
I'm probably gonna go to the mountains. We might
Yep.
do it following just with our draft and everything
Yeah.
like that. But just a heads up, we'll probably skip next week.
Yep.
But when we come back, I'll
Yeah.
think of it. We'll try to think of a bet. Me and Braden and
Yep.
Kyle will do. And so, I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to my mind's going right now.
Maybe
Alright.
like a plunge in like the snow.
Or like a polar bear plunge or
Yeah.
something like that. That could be good.
That could be
But
good.
you'd do that
Yeah.
anyways. All three of us would do that.
I would do it.
Maybe
I've
you have
done
to
it
like
before.
wait for like 1 minute in there. Something like
Maybe.
It's
that.
a long time.
You
I
do
don't know.
it.
Should do like an ice bath.
We could do like the score differential.
What do you mean?
So it's like, all right, if the Broncos score 300 points all season and Dallas scores like 270, you have to spend 30 seconds in there. Or maybe 30 minutes.
No. That's not happening.
That is unsafe, Tim.
Seriously.
Meh.
I spent like 10 minutes in ice cold water and I like
I
hurt
know.
my ear.
Yeah, you were for your. Was
It's
that
crazy
your birthday?
that like athletes
No,
love
that wasn't
doing
for a
that,
birthday.
though.
That was
I like
for
it too.
Kylie's birthday.
That was Kyle's
I think that's the
birthday.
best way to ice.
I actually.
everything.
I mean, I like being in ice baths.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, it's
After
kinda
the
sucks
first,
at
like,
first minute
First
or two.
minute.
No, but once your ears are fully soaked,
Well, why'd you put it in there?
Yeah.
because you told me I had to be fully in the water.
Me?
Yes!
Don't put this evil
You
on
made
me.
the rules.
All right, let's edit that out.
I don't know how to do that. No, I'm kidding. I could. But
I don't
I'm not
know.
going to.
All right, last question.
Yep.
If you could be a professional in any sport
Baseball.
except baseball, what would it be?
Why not baseball?
Because we know he's going to say baseball.
Alright.
Yeah.
Other than baseball,
Croquet?
Cricket. It's kind of like baseball.
It's basically baseball.
I thought you'd
it
pick
involves
football
sport
right
writing.
away.
Golf.
I like football.
Basketball.
I'm not good at basketball.
Well, say you're really good.
Okay.
Say you're really good, and you could be like LeBron James, or you could
Yeah.
be like Joe Sakic. Well, you probably don't know who Joe. Like
I
Nathan
know who
McKinnon.
Joe Sakic is.
I know you're the little guy.
Oh, I watched a documentary about Joe Sakic.
That was a
Or
pretty
we
good
started
one.
it, but
That's a good one.
yeah.
All right, so if you could pick any sport, what would you pick?
Other than baseball.
Does it have to be like one of the
Could be
four
any- whatever
sports
you
or-
want.
Anything.
So
You
like
could
anything
say I
in the
wanna be a-
Olympics?
Wrestler. Could say anything.
Famous cornhole player.
Yep.
Can I do something? Does it have to be like in the Olympics or
No,
like?
you can just say anything.
Bet.
Bet. What are we betting?
I want to be. I want.
I'm an old
I want to be.
man.
I want to be in a
Do you know the name of this?
Yeah. What are
I'm
you
trying to
doing?
think.
You know different sports.
I don't really know
All right,
if
you
it
got
counts
5
as a
seconds.
sport, but like
5,
bunt ball.
4.
A bunt
Bunt
ball.
ball?
Bunt ball.
Never heard of that.
Baseball.
Yeah,
no, you
it's
can't pick
basically
that.
like
Pick
a mini
something else.
baseball.
That's what his team does.
Yeah,
He's-
that's what we do.
Pick an actual sport.
So it has to. Okay. That
5
one's
seconds.
done.
5, 4, 3,
Hockey.
2. That was good.
Alright.
Hockey. Okay. Play for the Avalanche.
Yeah,
Gonna be a goalie or defenseman or offense.
goalie.
Really?
I think a goalie would be
I
cool.
think it'd be kind of cool.
I want to put.
Maybe we should put pads on.
Yeah, I want to put on the pads.
Yeah,
See
Tim.
what I can
Yeah,
do.
Tim. You're listening. We
Yeah.
need your pads. We'll put Kyle in them, and then we'll put Braden.
I'll make
shoot
that the
after
bet.
him.
I'll put on the pads, and you can just.
You want to do that though?
Yeah,
Let's
but
just
that's
do
a
it
good
now. Let's just do it. Like
All
in
right.
2 weeks, we're going because I'll
Yeah.
definitely shoot pucks at you.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
I'm good.
I don't have skates. I don't think anymore, so I'll have to find those. But we could just do it on our feet.
I'll just use my
You have
tennis
skates?
shoes.
Like, those are ice
Those
skates, and those are autographs. I
Yeah.
don't wear those.
Skates. You said you don't have
Or
skates.
rollerblades. But all right, anything else that you want to talk about?
No. I don't know.
Well, Braden's done, guys. He is done. He is
Never coming back.
Yeah,
I don't know what to talk about. So.
it's all good, dude.
It's all good.
All right,
I think
well-
we did honestly pretty good.
Yep. We had a little nervous, Nelly,
but
but
it's all good.
he did good. Hopefully, everybody liked it. You
Yep.
know, you're gonna go back and listen, and you're gonna be like, "Is that what I sound like?"
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
You're gonna be surprised.
I think
Yeah.
you're gonna like it. I think it was
I think you
good.
did great.
Hopefully
You
everybody
had
liked
on
it.
here.
Yep. Hopefully everybody liked it. Hopefully everyone has a good week. Check out those shorts. We are going to be posting some of those. We're going to be doing a few tonight,
Yep.
but we are going to be posting those. Have a great Labor Day
Yeah.
weekend, safe and everything, and just hopefully you like this episode with the B-Man,
Yeah.
Braden Ballers. You know. So you got anything else?
Nope, I think you covered it all. Again, Braden, it was great having you. Glad we finally figured out your schedule and
Yep.
we're able
Been
to get
working
you
on it for months.
So
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's definitely a good
Yeah.
thing to do after school ends.
yep.
Yeah.
Good positive boost.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, we will see you later, alligators. Peace.